Whoever's under James, if you could unmute for me.
Is James Scharf.
Okay. And you're the owner on the property, right?
Correct.
Okay, great. And I see we have Ms. Tork here with us. Welcome. Sonia?
I'm
Yes.
here on behalf of the applicant and owners, James and Renee Scharf from TAF Law.
Okay, great. Welcome. And we also have Wes Menzel from the City Planning Department. Welcome, Wes.
Good morning.
All right, Ms. Tork, are we expecting anyone else to join us here before we get started from the applicant owner side?
I believe that's it.
Okay, great. Let's go ahead and get started. I need to read through our hearing script. This just covers the procedure for the hearing, and then we'll begin. So this is the, looks like we may have one more person trying to join. Just 1 minute. Okay, this is the December 17th, 2025 session of the Zoning Hearing Examiner docket. Again, my name is David Sturkey. I'm the Zoning Hearing Examiner for the city, and I will preside over this hearing. The case before us today is case number ZH20250127. That is 5 Grandin Terrace. The purpose of this hearing is to allow applicants and any other parties to testify and to offer and refute evidence and testimony. This hearing will follow the rules found in the zoning code and the supplemental rules of the Zoning Hearing Examiner. All testimony and evidence that an applicant or any other party wishes to offer must be presented at this hearing. The hearing will proceed as follows. The applicant, the applicant's attorney, or the applicant's agent will first present the applicant's case. For our purposes here today, Ms. Tork, I'll give you the opportunity at that time to tell me about the project, the relief that you're requesting, and then why you believe that relief should be approved, and then anything else you'd like to offer. You can orient that presentation however you'd like. You can do more traditional sort of courtroom direct examination of your client, or you can just turn it over to him. I think you may have been through 1 or 2 of these hearings before, so really it's completely up to you how you want to orient that presentation. After you've had that opportunity, if there is anyone here from the public that would like to speak, they will have an opportunity after the applicant has presented its case. If the applicant is represented by an attorney, the applicant's attorney may cross-examine any person who has testified at this hearing outside of any government officials that participate in this hearing, including Wes Menzel, who will have an opportunity after the public has spoke to provide any testimony in addition to his staff report. In the event that any party testifies or offers argument in opposition to an application, the applicant will have an opportunity to respond to that testimony or rebut that testimony that was offered in opposition, and then make any closing statements. After all presentations have been made, I will close the hearing. Decisions may be expected within 2 weeks. I may limit or exclude any testimony that I deem irrelevant or outside the scope of the application being considered. I may interrupt any speaker to ask questions or to make any comments. In the event of any technical difficulties with the Zoom technology, I'll do my best to troubleshoot those issues on the fly, but to the extent there's some defect that prevents us from meaningfully going forward with this hearing, I may continue to postpone the hearing at my discretion. Okay. Real quick, I'm going to see if Mona, are you with us? A woman under Mona's iPad. If you could unmute for me.
I'm just watching.
Okay, great. Sounds good. All right. So anyone who intends on testifying at this hearing, the zoning code requires that I swear you in prior to that testimony. So if that's you and you are not an attorney, if you could please take yourself off of mute now, raise your right hand. Need everyone to answer out loud. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you shall provide will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
And Mr.
Yes.
Scharf, could you activate your camera for me,
Yes.
Mr. Scharf? Okay, great. Okay, Ms. Tork, are you ready to proceed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good morning, Mr. Sturkey. For the record, my name is Sonia Jindal Tork with TAF Law, appearing on behalf of the applicant and property owners, James and Renee Scharf. We are here today regarding the property at 5 Grandin Terrace in the Hillside District, and we are respectfully requesting Hillside Overlay District permission and a dimensional variance from the strict application of the SF-20 MH setback requirements. Specifically, we are seeking relief of 1 foot 10 inches regarding the side yard setback. This relief will allow an existing poured concrete foundation wall, part of a permitted residential addition, to remain at a setback of 8 feet 2 inches. This request stems from a unique and unfortunate set of circumstances not created by the owners. The Scharfs hired a contractor to construct an addition to their home, and unbeknownst to the owners, the contractor poured the foundation wall slightly off mark, encroaching into the setback by less than 2 feet. This was done without a permit and without the owner's knowledge of the error until after the concrete was set. The project is currently halted. The home is unfinished with the southeast corner exposed to the elements, necessitating immediate dry-in to prevent mold and further water damage. Strict enforcement of the code would require the demolition of a structurally sound engineered foundation wall and would incur an estimated cost of $50,000 to $75,000, causing significant delay and creating unnecessary construction waste, all to move a wall a mere 22 inches. We submit that this application satisfies all requirements of the Hillside Overlay District, specifically sections 1433-15-19 and -23. First, regarding the technical submission requirements of 1433-15, we have submitted a geotechnical report which reviews the site conditions and the proposed structure. The report confirms that the existing foundation wall and the proposed improvements are geotechnically sound. It further validates that the proposed drainage improvements, including the corten steel walls, will stabilize the slope and manage runoff effectively. So there's no risk to hillside integrity. Second, the project meets the base development requirements. As noted in the staff report, we are compliant with nearly every base requirement with the sole exception of the side setback for which we seek relief. With respect to the height, the project is fully compliant. As noted in the staff report, the proposed roof line is below the 35-foot maximum building envelope height limit. The project is fully compliant with excavation and fill. The cumulative excavation is approximately 7 feet, which is within the permitted limits, avoiding the need for further relief. With setbacks, we are compliant on the south and west sides. So the only relief required is under 1433-19A for the east side setback, and we are requesting a reduction from 10 feet to 8 feet 2 inches. So this isolates the variance to a single minor dimensional adjustment rather than a broad departure from the code. Third, the staff report confirms compliance with all 7 hillside harmony standards under 1433-23. Staff confirmed the addition is embedded into the L of the existing house with minimal excavation, creating no vertical cliff-like slopes. Staff also found the design fits into the hillside rather than altering the terrain to fit the building. The excavation is minimal and no tree cover is impacted as the massing sits in a treeless area. The addition sits below the brow of the hill and is consistent with the existing roof line. Staff also confirmed there are no public viewing places affected, and the project substantially conforms to the Cincinnati Hillside Development Guidelines. To grant the setback relief, we have to just demonstrate compliance with variance standards. The variance is in the public interest pursuant to 1445-13 because it allows for the completion of a project that fixes site drainage issues benefiting the entire hillside. It allows us to proceed with a plan that includes corten steel retaining walls and a comprehensive drainage system that will actively improve slopes and runoff for neighbors, providing a net benefit to the community. It also avoids the environmental waste of demolishing sound concrete. We also meet the standard for practical difficulty and reasonableness. The encroachment was caused by an error by a third-party contractor, not the owners. The geotechnical report supports keeping the wall in its current location. We are asking for the minimum necessary 1 foot 10 inches relief to utilize the existing foundation. And as confirmed by the staff report and neighbors, the encroachment does not impact light, air, or views. And then perhaps the strongest evidence for granting this relief is the unanimous support of the community. We have submitted signed letters of support from every directly adjacent neighbor. The most directly affected neighbors located at 1 Grandin Terrace, Ann and Pete Williams, closest to the wall. They have reviewed the plans and confirmed the wall does not obstruct their view or enjoyment. And then all other adjacent neighbors support, they're at 287 Grandin Terrace. They also support the request, citing the benefits of the proposed drainage improvements and the desire to see the property finished and beautified. So Mr. Starkey, with the record before you, including the staff report and the geotechnical report, they confirm that we meet all technical and legal standards under chapter 1433 and 1445. The wall is geotechnically safe, the hardship is genuine, the neighbors are supportive, and the plan improves site stability. So we respectfully request approval of the variance and hillside permission consistent with the staff's report's recommendation. And we're happy to answer any questions you have.
Okay, great. Thank you for that. I just want to pull this up so we're all looking at the same thing and make sure that I'm properly oriented here. So this is this the front of the home here? And where my cursor is, if you can see that.
That's
When-
the side. James. Good, James, go ahead.
Yeah, when you say front of the home, do you mean entryway or what you see from the street?
Yeah,
Okay, on the left-hand side of that drawing is the front or the entry of the home.
okay, got it, okay.
The
so-
where your cursor was before is the west side, and the entry's on the north side.
Got it. Okay, that makes sense. And this is the new addition where the foundation has already been poured, correct?
Correct.
And we're talking about a difference from here to here in terms of the additional setback.
Correct.
Sort of, okay, got it. And just think this is not very clear, but it looks like, is this the area on the satellite view here that we're talking about
Correct.
next to the trees? Okay. Thanks. I just want to make sure I was properly oriented there. I don't think I have any other questions. I appreciate your presentation, Ms. Tork. Anything you want to say based on my questions?
No, thank you for your time and opportunity to present our case.
Sure. Okay, we'll go over to Mr. Munzel. Mr. Munzel, anything you want to add?
Do not have any additional comments. Thank you.
Great. Okay, I'll turn it back over to Ms. Tork. Anything you'd like to say in closing or otherwise before we adjourn here today?
No, again, we respectfully request the relief requested and again, appreciate the time and opportunity and working with the city on this.
Absolutely. Yeah, I appreciate your thorough presentation there, and I've had a chance to review the application materials and the staff report. And I think based on that and based on the argument that I've heard here today, that I am going to approve the application. I think it would be impractical to strictly enforce the zoning code to this particular project. I need to formalize that approval in a written decision. I mentioned that at the beginning. That typically takes about 2 weeks. I understand sounds like there may be some urgency here, so I'll do everything I can to get that to you as quickly as possible. It's just the time of year is just,
No, we
Not-
appreciate that.
it's not an opportune time of
We
year
understand, yeah.
to rush something, but I am planning to work through most of the holiday season, so I will get this to you certainly by the end of the year, and hopefully before that. If you have any questions or anything, or want a status update on the decision, feel free to reach out to me, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Otherwise, unless there's any other questions now, hope you all have a great day. Good luck with the project. Hope you can get that cleaned up, and we're adjourned.